everybody, what's happening? Hey, what up? Hey, let me know if you guys can hear me. I want to make sure that the Wi-Fi is good up in here. Make sure you guys can hear me, man. Let me know, guys. Are you guys in the chat? The voice is good. The sound's good. Let me know. Hope they don't chop in and out. Actually, I did a little bit of backup. If it does start to kind of go in and out, I brought a little hotspot with me just in case. So guys, let me know. Let me know if you guys can hear me. If the look is good, everything's good, man. I'm coming live from Westgate in Las Vegas, man. Sportsbook. I'm gonna show you guys what's going on. Hold up. Let me rotate it around. You guys will see just what's happening in front of me. So we in front of the big screen today, people. We're rocking out, man. Let's see. All right, good, man. Herman, appreciate y'all. I'll shout you guys out in a second, man. I appreciate you guys popping in. Actually, it's 8:30. 8:30 a.m. my time, man. I'm out here at the sports book. Got my bets in. I'm going to kind of go over the bets because I'm going to tell you guys right now. You guys know what I like to do on this channel. I love to be able to kind of just do giveaways. My next giveaway is at 5,500 subscribers. I kind of did a surprise giveaway. Shout out to Chewy. I was one of the winners. I had another winner. Again, I keep forgetting the guy's name because he wasn't a Raider fan. But on this one, I'm going to go live later tonight with Severe. I'm out here. I'm going to be meeting up with Leo, Cheeto Linus, LV Raider Nate, Slim Raider. You guys know him. Lunatic might come over. Maybe. I think he's working. But he might roll through. Myra G's going to roll through. You know Myra G from all the chats. Going to roll through. I think Spicy Raider's going to roll through. A couple people. We're going to pull up. We're just going to watch some games, but I definitely put some bets in. But here's one of the things I want to do is I'm going to wrap off some of the bets that I've already made. And, man, I'm going to tell you right now, if one of the bets hit tonight when I go live in the Raider War Room with Severe, Chris is still rocking vacation. Shout out to him. But if one of my bets hit, I'm going to do a giveaway tonight in the Raider War Room. All you guys know, shout out. So I'm gonna let you guys know what bets I put in. Again, if one of them hits, we're going to do a giveaway tonight in the Raider War Room, man. So I appreciate everybody rocking. But I'm going to shout the chat in just 1 second. But one thing that I want to go over, I'm actually waiting for Leo to come through and the rest of the crew. So I want to jump on here and do a live before they show up. But we're going to talk about Pete Carroll. Talk about Pete Carroll a little bit and the presser that he had throughout the week. Some of the things that he talked about was Kolton Miller. They have a chance to come back. Does it make sense for him to come back? Should he come back? Will he help us if he does come back? I want to talk about that. There's also something that I picked up on in the presser that Pete Carroll talked about. It's something that just, man, I don't know if he is just, I don't know if he's just playing with us. I don't know, but something that he said in that presser definitely gives me a massive cause for concern. I want to talk about that. But then another thing is obviously we know we have our quarterback issues. And a lot of people are talking about Kyler Murray, talking about a potential quarterback next year. Should we draft one? Should we get one in free agency? But definitely the Kyler Murray name keeps popping up. I want to talk about that. And then we'll talk just a little bit about this Cowboys game, but not too much because tonight I'm going to go live with Severe in the Raider War Room. We're going to basically break this entire thing down, this whole matchup for tomorrow night. And shout out if anybody's going to be at the tailgate tomorrow, man, definitely hit me up. I'll be at the tailgate starting probably around like 12 o'clock in the afternoon and going all the way throughout the game. I may go into the game, but if I don't, I'm going to walk over to the Tailgater Tavern, just a couple blocks from the stadium, and watch it there with Leo. With Severe, he might come out and meet up for the game. And we're all just going to chop it up and have a good time. So shout out to Ginslinger. I'm going to meet up with him. He's always up in our chat, man. Shout out to him. So it's going to be a good time for sure, man. But I appreciate you guys popping in here. Let me say what's up to everybody. Again, guys, I'm doing this off of my phone, so I can't pull up too many comments. I apologize. But shout out to everybody that's popping in. Where's the flag, man? I see you. What's going on, man? Rosetown, what's happening, man? Herman in the building. What's going on? Yeah. Appreciate you, brother. Good seeing you up in this, up in here, man. Marcus Banks in the building as well. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you rocking in. Again, guys, just double tap that screen. I want to jump on here before everybody else shows up. I'm at the Westgate in Las Vegas. I got a bunch of bets in already. Got here early, got a damn good spot. And you're going to enjoy some all-day football. Not just with the Raider Nation. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of goddamn Cowboy fans in this goddamn building. But Leo, LV Raider Nate, Spicy Raider, Myra G, a bunch of people are going to be out here. Slim Raider, they're all going to be out here having a good time, man. It's going to be fun. But shout out to everybody in the building. Again, if you can, double tap that screen. Cheers to you, man. I'm getting it done early. Get a little bit of a beer in before I graduate to the whiskey that I brought, man. We'll have a little bit of fun today. But first, guys, let me know if you guys like placing bets. If you guys place bets for the games, I'm a big sports bettor. I love doing it. The one team I don't place bets on is our Raiders. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But again, guys, I'm gonna wrap off a couple of the bets that I put in. If any of these hit, we're doing a giveaway tonight in the Raider War Room. Tap in with us. We're gonna do it at 7 p.m. West Coast time, 10 p.m. East Coast time. So just know that. So the two bets that I'm gonna rock out, if these hit, we're gonna do a little bit of a giveaway on the channel tonight in the Raider War Room. So here's the first one. You guys will see it. Got the bet in. Got the Miami-Washington game up on the big screen right now. Tied game, fourth quarter, 10 minutes left. I think they're in Madrid. It's a close one. Didn't put a bet on this game, but here's one, guys. Let me know if you guys like the bet, because again, if any of these, both these are parlays. The first parlay is the Packers -7. All right, Packers are playing the Giants, so I got Packers -7. It moved a little bit. It was 6.5, but when I went up to place the bet, it changed a little bit. So it was 6.5, but I'll take the 7, even if it's a little bit of a push. We got Packers -7. I got the Bucks and Bills over 46, so they got to hit over 46 of the total, and I got Panthers +4. They're going against the Atlanta Falcons, and so that's the first parlay, guys. You see it here. Got it up in here. First parlay again. Packers over the Giants. They got to cover 7. Bucks Bills 46. I got the over, and then I got the Panthers +4, man. Let me know what you guys think about that one. That's the first parlay. And then the second parlay I got, which is this guy right here. I don't know if y'all can read it, my bad. The second parlay I got is it's an anytime touchdown parlay. So any of these players just got to basically get a touchdown at any point. In the game. And so I got anytime touchdown, 3 players. Josh Jacobs to score a touchdown. I got James Cook and Bijan Robinson. Those 3. I got Bijan in a bunch of fantasy, man. Tyler Algier better not steal one. My bad. Okay, is the Wi-Fi crapping out a little bit? Again, guys, I'm using I have a hotspot. I might have to tap into that. But I got a hotspot. I'm going off of just the casino's Wi-Fi, man. So, guys, let me know. Raider P, guys, let me know if the Wi-Fi just shots out. Sometimes I got to basically just refresh it and it'll come right back. Or shut the camera off. Let me know if the camera goes bad, audio goes bad. Let me know. But let me know if you caught the bets. Again, if any of these hit, got 2 3-leg parlays. If any of them hit, we're doing a giveaway on tonight's live in the Raider War Room. And again, first one, Packers cover 7, Bills Bucks over 46, Panthers +4.5 or +4. And then I got a 3-leg parlay, anytime touchdown, Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown, James Cook and Bijan, man. Let me know. Okay, cool, man. If the video's a little rough, man, I think just being in the casino like this with all the crap going on, it's good. The video might be a little shoddy, but at least the audio is good, man. But guys, yeah, let me know what bets. Tap with us tonight in the Raider War Room, man. If any of those hit, and what I'll do is if any of them do hit, I will confirm. I'll put a post on YouTube. I'll confirm that one of them hit, and we're gonna do a giveaway tonight, man. Just a way for me to be able to kind of show my appreciation and say thank you to everybody that just kind of shows that support and rocks out with me, man. So appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, video's a little grainy, man. Good. Hey, I'd rather be a little grainy than y'all got to see my ugly ass face. So, man, I appreciate y'all. But hey, shout out to everybody, man. Waking up early if you're on the West Coast with me. Appreciate you, man. Double tap that screen. If you can't hit that sub button, I do a sub only chat. Y'all know, just to show my appreciation to all my subscribers. But man, let's get into this first topic, and I think who was that? Raider Pete. All right, man. You said yeah, Wi-Fi's good. Wi-Fi's a little bad, but it's got some good bets, man. Hopefully. look, if I win, we all win. That's how I want to rock it, man. Again, I just want to, show my appreciation, do a little bit of any chance I can do to kind of rock out and do a little bit of giveaway. We have a little bit of fun, man. So if we're going to do it, we're going to have a little bit of fun. Raider Pete saying, finish that drink and the pixels will line up. I know. This is the first beer of the morning. I'm about to graduate the whiskey that I brought in just a second. That's when everything's going to line up real right. So look, let's talk real quick about Pete's presser. I'm not sure if any of you guys heard, I believe it was the presser on Thursday that Pete had, and he covered two things. One thing, which was Kolton Miller. All right, and so one of the things that he came out and he said, one of the reporters basically asked him just how's the progression of Kolton Miller, how's he doing off of the injury, and Pete Carroll basically came out and said he's on pace to potentially play this season. And so my one question to you guys, let me know in the chat, is do you think Kolton Miller, do you think he should play? If he's healthy, if he's ready to come out and rock, do you think he should play? There wasn't a projection as to when he would come back, but I would think we're in week 11. I would think that maybe he comes back week 14. That's my thought, is that maybe by week 14 he might be able to come back. Let me know in the comments, do you think Kolton Miller should come back and play if he's healthy to help out this offensive line? And again, guys, let me know if the audio cuts out, man. I don't want to waste your guys' time if the audio is shoddy. Again, if it's if the video's a little rough, it's more of a benefit to you guys. You guys don't have to see my ugly ass face. But let me know. Let me know if you guys think Kolton Miller should come out and help this offensive line in that chat. And I'm going to let you guys know. Look, what up, Jeff, man? I see you. Jeff, man, hey, I don't know if you were able to watch it from the beginning, but I got Red Pete. I got 2 parlays, Jeff. I got 2 3-leg parlays, man. If they hit, I'm going to do a giveaway tonight in the Raider War Room. I'm going to go live with Severe later this evening. I'm out here at the Westgate at the sports book. I'm waiting up for Leo. Nate is going to roll by. They're going to be here soon. I just talked to Leo. He's rolling here with his girl. But I'm out here at the Westgate at the sports book, man, just chilling, enjoying some football, man. Not sure if you guys can see the video on that one. I know it's a little choppy. But, yeah, Jeff, after this one, rewind back. 2 3-leg parlays. One's an anytime touchdown, 3 players. And then I got another one. We're going to rock out. And if one of them do hits, I'm going to post it on YouTube and let you guys know it did hit. So tap in. We'll do a giveaway tonight if they hit, man. It's going to be fun. But let me know. Jeff, you in here. You got a little bit of offensive lineman background. Do you think Kolton Miller should play if he is healthy? Because Pete Carroll hinted that Kolton Miller might be on the way to potentially playing and coming back. But again, they didn't give him projection, but I think it might be week 14. Now, here's my thing. I'm going to give you guys my take on it. I think there's no way in hell Kolton Miller should play if he's healthy. By week 14, we're not making playoffs. By week 14, Kolton Miller, just stay healthy. Stay healthy. That's one more, basically, full year. I mean, he only played, 4 games, I think? Maybe a handful of games. Kolton Miller, that's 1 year of less damage to your body. I understand you're coming off of an injury. It sucks, but less damage on your body. Maybe we can get 1 more year out of you. If you end up finishing your career with the Raiders. But we're not going to playoffs. At this point, I think it makes all the sense in the world that you keep Dylan Forsythe going. You hope that DJ Glaze is going to kind of turn things around a little bit. But obviously Forsythe is the backup. But then we got Charles Grant. I'd much rather see Charles Grant maybe get some solid reps the last couple of games of the season, just kind of get him some game time. And here's the thing is, if you get Charles Grant in, if you have an opportunity to get Charles Grant some playing time the last 1 or 2 games this season, and there's no pressure on him, right? If you don't play well, that's fine. You're just trying to get him some playing, some real game-like experience in the NFL to kind of prep him for the offseason, and maybe that he has a chance to have some production for us next year. I mean, keeping Kolton Miller healthy, I think, is the number 1 priority. We have nothing really to play for. And so at the end of the day, I think without question, you sit Kolton Miller. Don't let him play. Let the younger guys play. Forsyth, we have him for 1 year. Whatever. You keep doing your thing, right? You're playing a little bit better than we thought, which was a very low bar to start with. And so with it being such a low bar, you know, any decent game is a win without question. All right, everybody. The wife's in the chat. My bad. Okay, the glasses are off. She always has to remind me to take my glasses off some way, somehow. And so, for me, Forsyth, keep doing what you're doing. At the end of the day, I think, without question, we have to see Charles Grant, maybe the last game of the season, just kind of see what he has, give him some experience. I'd love to see him be able to get some experience. And then, you know, Kolton Miller can just stay healthy. That's really what it comes down to. There's really no way. ASAP, what's going on, man? I see you in here, man. Keep it clean, big dog. Keep it clean. As long as you keep it clean, we're going to be all right. I think Kolton Miller, we can keep him seated, keep him healthy, and rock out, get these rookies involved. That's all I got to say. And look, then it kind of turns to the rookie talk, right? I'm going to talk. There's one other thing that Pete Carroll said in his presser that really obviously pisses me off, and I'm going to get into that in a second. But we definitely got to see some of these rookies playing out. I hate seeing rookies, even though they were late third round. Even though they're late third round, one of the things that, even though we got them, they were comp picks. Basically, we traded for them. We were able to move back a little bit, move around the draft, and we got them late in third. So they're really early fourth round picks. What I want to see is these guys get a little bit of playing time. As much as if they're not ready, I don't want to throw them in. There's no point in throwing in rookies if they're not ready, right? You can do more damage than good by throwing them in if they're not ready, and you basically just kind of you kill their confidence a little bit. And that's the last thing you want to do with a rookie. You don't want a rookie to come in and force them in and show promise for 1 or 2 games. You know what I'm saying? You want them to do good for the remainder of their career. You want them to be with us, especially when they're a third round draft pick. You want them to be with us for the next 10, 12 years and be productive and be solid starters on this offensive line. So I could care less what the first year looks like as it relates to players that we don't think are ready to play. And that's my biggest thing, is I don't think Charles Grant, I don't think Caleb Rogers, they're ready to play as it stands right now. So why force it? Why force it when you want them to potentially be a player and potentially starter for us, a player that can produce on this roster for the next 10 to 12 years? Don't rush the process. But I think what, unfortunately, due to injury, and I've been saying this since the offseason, not only do you have to have solid not only do you have to have solid starters, but you have to have solid backups, because injuries happen every single year. We saw it all last year with our offensive line. We had 3 offensive linemen go down in the Cincy game last year, and it absolutely crushed us. You know how vital the offensive line is. You guys know how I rock. I'm a huge advocate of building the trenches, and it's not just building the starters. It's building the backups, making sure if one guy goes down, you don't skip a beat. And that's why I was a big fan of at least hanging on to Thayer Mumford and trying him out at guard. That's my biggest thing, is trying him out at guard. And at the end of the day, I want to make sure that even if an injury happens, we don't fall off. And so, to me, as much as I want to see Caleb Rogers play, even though I don't think he's ready, I think it's just the position we're put in. I think this is what this coaching staff was put in. I think this is what Charles Grant. It's now his opportunity to potentially get some playing time the last game of the season, maybe second last game of the season, and just get some experience. There's no pressure on him. We're not going to make the playoffs. Just get some experience. So, guys, let me know if you agree or disagree as it relates to just some of the rookies playing. I know a lot of people are calling for Charles Grant to play, because I'll tell you right now, based on the way that Alice Kappa played, and we all know Alice Kappa's rough. We all know that he's not producing very well. based on the way he played. But at the same time, if I got to see Will Putnam play another snap on our offensive line, I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. We saw it in the preseason. Will Putnam's not even a guard. He's a center. If we got to see Will Putnam play again, I might lose my shit. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm just saying. So let me know if you guys agree, disagree. Hey, guys, let me know if my audio's still good. Again, obviously, the wife just told me that I got my glasses on, so you guys can at least see me. But let me know, guys. What up, Kevin? What's going on, brother? Again, guys, I'm doing this off my phone, so I can't pick up the comments, unfortunately. It's so hard to do, kind of going back and forth, but I can definitely read them. So, Kevin, man, I appreciate you popping in here, man. Jeff, man, you're saying Rodgers should be playing. Get the kid experience for sure. I wouldn't mind. And again, I think we're just kind of forced into this position. Our guard play has been really bad, and really our offensive line play has been bad. It's been pretty rough the entire time. Oh, man, looks like Miami just recovered a fumble, looks like. Still tied up 13-13. Hell of a game. But we're forced to this position. And this is a sink or swim league. So, Charles Grant, time to sink or swim. Time to prove that you have a place in the National Football League. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Jeff, I agree. I think it is time. We'll see what happens. Raider Pete, you're saying don't say Putnam. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times. I'm telling you. I'm with you, man. It's horrible. Yeah, Jeff, Cap is Kappa. Let's sit his ass. I'm with you, man. Let's just kind of going through some of the other comments, man. Again, guys, I'm doing my phone, so I can't pick it up. I apologize, but I'm definitely reading them. Rose Town, we need Kappa in the end zone to catch the ball. That was a wild-ass play. You put Kappa in the game to go and potentially catch a pass in the end zone. That was wild, bro. That was a rough one. Another reason why us Raider fans are frustrated as all hell. All right, so let's get to the next topic, guys. Again, I'm waiting for Leo to roll through. Nate's gonna roll through here. I just got here early because this place gets packed quick. And I want to make sure I got a spot where we all can just kind of chill, watch the games, and have a good time, man. So when Leo, you guys will see when Leo pops up, man. We'll definitely share the screen for just a second. So the other comment, and again, I might be nitpicking. Pete Carroll might just be, he might be just sarcastic. I don't know. But basically, one of the reporters in one of his press conferences earlier this week basically stated just how the season's been going, what he thinks of the season, how he can kind of turn this thing around and make things better. And because Pete Carroll really has never been really in a 2-7 situation, really just with injuries and honestly, and it's not like we're a 2-7, but we're competitive in a lot of the games. We're getting blown out. It's not looking good. You got the Colts game, embarrassed. We got the Commanders game, embarrassed. The Chiefs game, embarrassed. My biggest thing is when Pete Carroll responded to that question, because the reporter said, "Hey, what do you think you can do to improve on this season?" And he basically said, he's not sure how to handle this situation because he feels like he's never been in this situation. All right, babe, I see you. Tell Elena I said hi. Tell Elena I said I love her. I don't know if she's watching. Tell her I said I love her. Basically, Pete Carroll, he said he doesn't know how to handle this situation because he's not used to this situation. And for a coach that is as seasoned as him, a coach that knows what he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's been coaching for way too long, not just in the pro level. He's been coaching at the college level. He's won Super Bowls. He's won national championships. How in the hell do you not know what to do? And how is that your answer? Again, he might just be blowing shit up our ass. You know what I'm saying? He might just be talking shit, and that he might as well be doing it. But here at the end of the day, the thing is that how is that your answer to the media that you really don't know how to handle this situation? That doesn't give any hope to not just the fan base, but the players in that locker room. The players need a leader, somebody that is going to understand the moment, understand the situation, and figure out how do I basically keep the trust of the players that I have, but regain the trust of the players that I've lost in order for them to get behind me and know that this is the route. I'm taking you on the right route. I'm taking you on the road that eventually this thing's going to turn around. That's the biggest thing for me, is that it may not all be about this year. I think what it has to be about is the movement to next year. He's got to be able to retain some of these free agents, these guys that are on their 1 year, the last year of their contract, are on a 1 year contract. You got guys like Landon Roberts. You got guys like Devin White. You know, guys that, do you want to bring them back? Because the biggest thing that I would say is you don't want to have so many holes in so many areas that you have to address in the offseason. So, for example, if we have to go into the draft, and now we all of a sudden have to address 5 different positions in the draft, you're going to be going all over the place. You want to be able to retain certain quality players that you know can contribute to the success and the path that you're trying to go on. For example, if we want to keep like a Devin White. Devin White has been horrible in pass coverage, but he's been doing fairly well in the run game. That might be someone that we might want to hold on to, again, just so that we don't have 20 million positions to fill in this upcoming free agency and draft. You know what I'm saying? And so we have over 26 players that are on either the last year of their contracts or on 1 year contracts. You have to be the leader of that locker room to show that these guys can trust you. Again, not maybe just for this season, but the road that we're about to go on. And this is the first year of Pete Carroll's 3, possibly 4 year contract. If you've already lost the locker room, if you've already lost, and again, I'm not saying lost the locker room. We don't know about that. But if you've lost the confidence of some players and this is your message, you don't know where to go from here, you don't know how to turn this thing around, you don't know how to handle this, that's just a horrible message. Guys, let me know what you think. I don't know if you guys caught that in the presser. What was even wilder, and honestly, is yesterday, I think the press conference with Pete Carroll was like a minute and a half. I think he basically just sat on the podium. He sat at the podium for a minute and a half. That was as long as the presser went. And one, I don't necessarily blame that on Pete Carroll. I blame that on the goddamn beat writers. The reporters are asking the questions. If you can't ask more questions to have a presser that's only a minute and a half, you can't continue the questions. If you had, I think Pete maybe only asked or answered 2 questions. Maybe 3. You're 2-7 going into a Monday night game against the Dallas Cowboys, where, I'm not saying you have a chance to turn the season around and make the playoffs, but you have a chance at least to make a statement that you're improving. So as beat writers, as reporters, you have an obligation to at least ask some very pointed questions to kind of help out the fan base, even some of the players in the locker room. Yeah, what's your direction? How are you going to turn this around? And it's not, again, not turning it around to where we're going to now go to the playoffs. It's turning it around to where we're going to be just competitive. But the beat writers, the reporters, man, they ask just such dumb questions. And for you and for the reporters to only be able to ask enough questions to have a minute and a half presser, it's just it's stupid to me. Jeff, you're saying, at this point, we're past the mid-season. It's now about 2026, it looks like, with the new roster. Now's the time to start these young guys when you can help evaluate the direction we need to go in for 2026. I'm with you. That's kind of, again, like I said before, it just sucks. I hate starting rookies before they need to be put in, but we've been forced in this situation. Ready to beat. All linebackers are UDFAs in 26. They are. Because we were in bargain shopping at every linebacker position, which is wild. And they've been stepping it up enough to keep. Maybe we keep one. It's been this organization, ugly pattern. We'll sign the second worst offensive lineman in the offseason. I know, man, because I'm sure we probably have the worst offensive lineman on our roster right now, which is wild. I appreciate you popping in, man. Rosetown, man, keep supporting the nation. The more views, the better for my people. Yeah. A shout to you, man. A shout to everybody that popped in, man. I know it's an early morning one, man. I jumped on at 8:30. But, you know, guys, Jeff, you just hit something to see. Have you mentioned the depth chart as Snowden starting to recruit on Monday Night Football? You know what? I saw that. And I think I did hear you mention it on one of your lives, man. I'll be honest with you, Jeff. I always try to tap into everybody's lives. I say what's up. But I'm doing so much. Sometimes I'm completely away from my phone, so I'm walking around. Shout out to anybody. If I don't say, if you're in my chat, you're in Jeff's chat, or anybody else's, and if I don't say what's up to you back, man, like last night, I think, I was listening to you guys, and I was grocery shopping last night. Most of the time, I'm either trying to just do some work or, make dinner for my kids or something. So if I don't respond a whole lot, I apologize. But I think I heard you mention that. And I'll be honest, man, it's not surprising because what I've noticed is that a lot more teams are trying to attack us through the run game, which means they're running a lot of unbalanced. They're running a lot of heavy sets, right? They're bringing extra offensive linemen as tight ends. And so that's where Malcolm Cruz, I think, struggles a little bit. I think he struggles to be able to take on some of those bigger offensive linemen when you bring in extra linemen as tight ends. And so Charles Snowden is just a bigger edge rusher, right? He's a bigger body. I think he's like 6'5", 6'6". No, I think he's like 6'5". He's much bigger than Malcolm Cruz. And so at the end of the day, I do think that he fits better based on the offensive schemes that we're seeing. So, we'll see. We'll see. I think it's just tough, man. Malcolm Cruz coming off that ACL injury, I think it's going to take him a while to really get up to full speed. We've seen flashes, but that's about it. We've seen the quickness at times. We've seen him to be able to kind of just use, the moves that we've seen in the past as it relates to pass rush, stuff like that. But it's just not consistent enough. So at the end of the day, I do think that it might take him another year to really kind of get up to the 2023 Malcolm Cruz that we saw, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But it's not surprising that Snowden is starting over again because of the offenses that we keep seeing that that'll run against our defense. It's again more heavy set. Remember, Jeff, I break down game films, and one of the things that I've seen, not just against when we played against the Commanders, we saw it against the Chiefs. We also saw it against, I think it might have been Indy. It might have been Indy. They come out, double tight end sets, heavy sets. They overload one side, a bunch of unbalanced lines. And we just don't shift well to it. We don't shift our defensive line. Sometimes our linebackers are the one that will make the shift, and that leaves our edge rushers basically susceptible to a double team. And sometimes triple team at times. We've seen it where Malcolm Cruz has been triple teamed at the point of attack, which again is just not, it's not rough. It's not a good setup for him. So, not surprised. What up, Gilbert, man? What's going on, man? I see you in the building. I'm going to pour a little bit more of this beer, man. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Yeah, man, Jeff, you've seen it. We don't make adjustments very well, and it is tough. Without question, and again, when you don't make adjustments, the edge rushers are the ones that are susceptible to the double teams, triple teams, stuff like that. So, all right, so we talked about Pete, guys. Again, explain to me, let me know if you agree or disagree on Pete Carroll's comments. I'll definitely try to read it. But one of the things I definitely want to get into, because I'm going to try to tap off of here in about 15 minutes. Again, if you guys can't do me a favor, double tap that screen or hit that like button. Again, hit that sub button if you want to get included in the chat. I got just as a reminder, and Jeff, because you in here, a couple parlays. If one of these parlays hit, so we'll do big. Just happened in Miami Commanders game. If one of these hit, we'll do a giveaway tonight on the channel. All right, again, Jeff, because you're in here, one of them is anytime. Daniel Kim, what's going on, man? I see you. Tonight, if one of these parlays hit, we're going to do a giveaway on the channel, the Raider War Room. I'll go live tonight with Severe. I got one parlay. It's a 3-leg parlay. Anytime touchdown bet. I got Josh Jacobs, James Cook, Bijan Robinson. If all three of those guys get one touchdown today, we hit this parlay, we'll do a little bit of a giveaway, man. And on this one, it's the second parlay. Again, if one of these hit, it's a 3-leg parlay. I got the Packers to cover 7 points. It was 6.5 when I was walking up to the line, but then it moved to 7, but it's all right. Got Packers to cover 7 against the Giants. I got the over in the Bills-Bucks game. It's 46. I got to get over 46 points. And I got the Panthers +4. So the Panthers are playing the Falcons. They're at +4. Those are that's a 3-game parlay. Packers to cover 7, Bills-Bucks over 46, and the Panthers +4. Those are the two. If one of those hit, guys, I'll post it on YouTube and on social media, and we'll do a giveaway tonight in the Raider War Room when I go live with Severe. Shout out to Chris, man. He's still out on vacation. He's having a good time, man. But yeah, I'm going to be here with Leo, LB Raider Nate. They're going to roll through. A couple others going to roll through. We're just going to chill out here at the Westgate. And then we might go over to the Whiskey. That's right across the street from the Allegiant Stadium. There's a big Raider get-together. We might go do that and have a good time. And then I'm going to be back to do a live with Severe later tonight. But Jeff said, "Oh, that's a good one." Yeah, I think you said that comment on the first one. Yeah, and it's on the all touchdown one. On the all touchdown one, it's basically a +210 ticket. So I'll take that all day, every day. The Atlanta Carolina one. So here's the thing, and Jeff, I like sports betting. One thing is Atlanta just played overseas last week. Atlanta just played overseas last week, and had to do it again. Atlanta played overseas last week, and they didn't come on. They're not coming off of a bye. Typically, if you play overseas, you'll have a long break to your next game. Typically, you'll have a bye after you go overseas, but Atlanta was one of the teams that elected not to have a bye after their overseas game, and there's 3 other teams that have done that so far this season. There's 3 other teams that have not taken a bye after coming back from overseas, and every single one of those teams have scored less than 10 points the following game. And so they've come out completely flat. They've come out completely slow. The only caveat to that was the Broncos, and that was actually against the Giants. So when the Broncos played overseas, they came back and didn't take a bye. They played the Giants, but they came out flat all 3 quarters, and then they blew up and scored something crazy, like 20-plus points in the 4th quarter. And so that's the only reason why I took that game, was because the Falcons just played overseas, and they didn't take the bye, and the teams that have done that come out so flat the next game, and I think Carolina has a little bit of firepower on that offense. You know, my guy T-Mac, I wanted to draft him. My guy T-Mac, man, he might get us a touchdown or 2. So we'll see. Were they all East Coast teams? Are you talking about the ones that are coming up? I don't think so. Again, the Broncos are one of them. They're one of the caveats to all that. But again, they came out crazy flat those first 3 quarters, and then blew up in the 4th and actually made that massive comeback against the Giants. I do think the majority of them might have been East Coast teams. I think so. But that's the only reason why I went for Carolina. And look, Atlanta is so hit or miss. Michael Penix, he looks okay, and then most of the time he looks horrible. So just went ahead and did that one. But again, if Carolina's to give me 4 and they get over that threshold of the field goal, they can get over that threshold of the field goal, man. That's a pretty decent bet. So again, if any of those hit, I'll post it on social media, and we'll do a giveaway tonight in the war room. Again, 7 o'clock West Coast time, 10 o'clock East Coast. So appreciate everybody. Again, just my way to show my appreciation to everybody. So let's do this. Let's talk quarterback real quick before I pop off out of here. Quarterback. A lot of people are talking about Kyler Murray. Chat, let me know if you guys want to see Kyler Murray in the silver and black. One thing to keep in mind, he's still under contract, I think, in 2028. I think his average contract is around $46 million a year. And so, to me, I feel like, you'd obviously have to take on that contract. I have one big issue with Kyler Murray, and I'll talk about that in a second. Jeff, you're saying an instant no, but let me see your last comment, Jeff. You're saying the ATL's like coming back from a West Coast trip, only about a 6-hour flight, but I hear you. Bijan blows up, which we know he can do. Yeah, look, I got Bijan on fantasy. I got Bijan on that anytime touchdown, so I do think that he can at least get in the end zone. But if they do come out flat, the thing is Carolina, even if they lose, it could be a 24-21 game, and we still cover. Atlanta wins, and we still cover. You know what I'm saying? And so, I think it might be all right. We're gonna miss field goal. We're gonna miss field goal. Washington Miami game. 10 seconds left in the fourth. Yeah, Washington missed it. We'll see. I think, that's close to midfield. They got one play. If any of y'all are watching this Miami-Washington game, I think they're close to midfield. Give them one play, try to get them within field goal range with 10 seconds left. I don't know how many timeouts they got. I'm looking around. I'll see. But Jeff, you're saying no on Kyler because he's injury prone. Daniel Kim, man, you're saying hell no to Murray. Raider Pete. Kyler Murray, Trey Tucker, Genty, 5-foot Munchkin squad. Look out, NFL. It would be wild. It would be wild. Let's see, Miami. Looks like. Okay, no timeouts. All right, man, that's tough. They're on 46. You guys watching to adjust back. Got a little bit of pressure to get your ass out of bounds. All right, now you're just looking for incomplete pass. At this point, you can try a Hail Mary. I don't know how long this field goal might be. I don't know, guys. I'm watching this game. Not sure if you guys are watching it as this kind of goes through. I don't even know if Tua has the arm to get to the end zone with this. Here's my quick thought on Kyler. I'm a big no. I'm a big no, and Daniel Kim, Jeff, all you guys, Raider Pete, I think your 5-foot and under crew is a big no as well. We're going to try a little dump off. That makes sense. A little screen. Yeah. Can't risk a pitch back on that, and the Commanders pick that up and take it back. Overtime it is. Here's my biggest thing with Kyler Murray is I got concerns. He's got all the talent in the world. I was in Texas when Kyler Murray graduated high school. I was coaching football in Texas, and everybody just ran and raved on how good Kyler Murray was. I never saw him play, but everybody just treated Kyler Murray like he was a god. He played up at Allen High School. I actually was just living just about 20 minutes north of Allen. And so all the people in the community obviously knew who Kyler Murray was in high school. And they just knew that he was going to be a phenom. And so he's an absolute athlete, without question. He's got all the ability in the world to play the position of quarterback. The problem I have with him is, Jeff, one, you're right, injury prone, but two, does he have the desire to play the game at an elite level? He has enough talent where he could just half-ass film room, half-ass practice, and he'd be a mediocre quarterback. That's the biggest issue with him. I honestly don't think he has the work ethic. I don't think he has the desire to be an elite quarterback in the National Football League. I do think he thinks that a lot of his natural athleticism and natural ability is going to allow him to be good in the National Football League. And that's what I don't want. I do not want that to be what we sign on. And the moment that you sign him on, you are dedicating the next 3 to 5 years to him without question. Because you got to give him time to learn the new system. You got to give him time to get acclimated to his weapons. You got to bring in new weapons to kind of mold to what he does well. So you're going to give him 1 to 2 years to kind of get things rolling. Now his contract's up, and now you might extend that contract 2, maybe 3 years. He might want something a little bit bigger because he might still be young enough to be able to get another contract. And so you put yourself in a situation to where you almost dedicate close to 4 or 5 years to this kid. And if he shows the same things he's been showing in Arizona, I don't want that. And at the same time, I want to invest in a young quarterback that you have him under a rookie contract where you can build around him. Again, Kyler Murray is going to be close to $46 million a year. That's going to take up a good chunk of that salary cap. I'm not about it. I want to build weapons around. I want to build the trenches. I know a lot of people talk about overpaying for players and stuff like that. You don't want to overpay. I will overpay for a damn good offensive lineman. That is probably the only position that I would overpay in is offensive lineman. And guys, agree with me or disagree? Let me know in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the end all be all. I just kind of give my opinion. I just try to give you what I would do. At the same time, I'll explain it. I will talk to you guys like I do all the players and parents that I've coached in the past. I don't just say it. I'll explain the reasons why. Because I can just say, yes, I agree. I can say, no, that's stupid, and not give an explanation, but then there's no merit behind it. There's nothing. You know, in order to be able to kind of gain trust in what I say or gain trust in people to take what I say, I got to be able to explain it a little bit. And the reason why I overpay for an offensive lineman is because I think it's so crucial to the success of a team that your offensive line is top 10 in National Football League. And it also allows you to allocate other resources and money elsewhere, right? And you can also, again, like I said before, and this is why, you know, Jeff, you guys know that rock with me. I wasn't a fan of picking Genty in the first round, not because I didn't think he was going to had the potential to be a good running back. It's because if you prioritize the offensive line, you build the offensive line, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You protect your most prized possession, which is your quarterback. Your quarterback has to stay healthy throughout the entire season. 90% of the teams, if your quarterback goes down, your season's in the shit, right? So you want to protect your quarterback. So at the end of the day, you protect your quarterback, but then you could take a practice squad running back and open up running lanes for him with one of the best offensive lines in the National Football League. And that means that if you can go get a 5th round running back, a 4th round running back, and run behind an offensive line, you can go get a low priced free agent. That's why I wanted to prioritize the offensive line. And the 2 running backs that I wanted us to go after was Rico Dowdle and Jalen Warren. I would have loved to see those guys in the Raiders backfield. We would have drafted the offensive line, you know, either in the 1st or 2nd round, but if we got the best offensive guard in free agency and we got another asset to the offensive line. Now, mind you, I think Petecarroll would have screwed everything up because I think the issues that we see with the offensive line might be more about the coaching than the actual skill set, because we've seen DJ Glaze completely fall off. We've seen JPJ regress. We've seen Jordan Meredith regress. I mean, when everybody on the offensive line goes from good to decent last year to now they're all suspect, that's coaching. If it was just one of them, looks like a big play in Miami. What up, Chewy, man? Hey, Chewy, I know you pick all the winners, man. On your show, I got to rewind back. I got a couple parlays I put in, and if one of them hits, I'm going to do a giveaway tonight. Big dog, I know you were one of the winners of my last giveaway. And Chewy, I'm out here in the Vegas area about to meet up with Leo, Bobby Raider Nate. That's some of those guys. I'm at the Westgate, man. You guys can see it. Hopefully the video's working. Just chilling at the sports book, having a good time. Got my bets in. Again, got a couple parlays in. Got a couple parlays in, man. If one of them hits, I'll post on YouTube. Let you guys know one of them won, and we'll do a giveaway in the war room tonight, 7 p.m. West Coast time. But kind of going back, right? If let's say DJ Glaze had the sophomore slump. DJ Glaze had the sophomore slump. I got it. I understand it happens, right? But if everybody else continued to improve, then then we can say coaching is doing their job. But when everybody falls off and everybody regresses, I'll tell you right now, it's coaching. It's coaching. We know it's coaching. We've known it's coaching. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is a very it's a massive indicator that coaching is the issue. So, kind of going back, is the question was, should we bring on Kyler Murray? And my thing is absolutely not. Again, more because I just don't think he has the dedication to be an elite quarterback in the National Football League. But I want a quarterback. I want to build a quarterback, groom a quarterback, build him with a rookie contract, and be able to allocate that money, the salary cap, to build around that quarterback and give them as many weapons as possible. So that's my take, guys. I think the almost all of you basically said no go on Kyler Murray, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Sharing the first drink of the morning with y'all. I'm about to graduate to my whiskey in just a second. But yeah, that's my take, guys. That's my take on Kyler Murray. I think it's a hard no. And man, I would love to see us draft a quarterback next year. I don't know when, though. I don't know when. What up, Jason? What's going on, brother? I don't know when I want to get a quarterback. I got to see where we land in the draft. I got to see what who's going to take a quarterback, right? You got Titans that look like they might be up there in the draft to get the Jets. They might go for it and just get a quarterback. Justin Fields is looking a little rough. You guys there might be a Leo sighting in just a second. I got to see who's picking before us, because if a bunch of quarterbacks get ripped off the board real quick and we're not in position to take a top quarterback, then you might need to switch it up, right? And then it's a matter of who's left. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know where I want to take quarterback. I got to see how the bowl games play out. I got to see how the college football games play out with the quarterbacks that we're taking a look at. I know there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the college ranks right now, but it really just depends on who's going to be available and where to be picked. That's my biggest thing. So, who do you guys like? Chat, let me know. Who do you guys eyeballing in the college range right now? I know that Illinois quarterback, he's a hot one, Mendoza. I know everybody's liking an Alabama quarterback. I watched the Alabama quarterback just a little bit. I like him. He's competitive. I struggle with taking quarterbacks that have nothing but talent around them. Not that I won't take them, and not that I'd be happy to take them. It's just that I just struggle with quarterbacks that have all the talent rolled around them. And I think they struggle to play on teams that now they need to be the ones to make something happen, right? They got to find the open receiver. They got to be able to kind of work their eyes to get the receivers open. Whereas if you come from a school that has nothing but weapons all around you, you can know basically 4 of your 5 receivers are going to be wide open every single time. Well, looks like Miami just keep that field goal and won it. I don't know what the spread was on that. It looks like Miami pulled that game off. But that's my biggest thing, is I think, that's my concern. I'm not saying I won't take a quarterback that comes from like Alabama or Ohio State or what have you. That's just one of the concerns that come into play. The only thing that I've only seen that Alabama quarterback twice so far, and I'm going to do a ton more research, guys. I promise you. He looks very robotic to me. He looks very robotic. He looks like he doesn't go through his progressions very smoothly. And again, at Alabama with all those weapons, you're not forced to go through your progressions as often as you would if you came in as a rookie quarterback in the National Football League. You got to be able to use your eyes, navigate the field, move the safeties, the linebackers, understand how to hit windows. And some of the quarterbacks that come from big schools, they struggle to do it in the National Football League. And so that's my concern with that Alabama quarterback is I think he's a little robotic, and I would have some concern with him going through his progressions in the National Football League and going through them quick enough to still be able to hit the open windows and not be late on throws. Because typically when you get to your third and sometimes fourth progression, you're now kind of hitting the dump off routes. You're now hitting some of the dump offs that go to the sideline. And if you're late to the sideline, you all know you're susceptible to players, basically to defenders jumping that ball. And so that's why some of the rookie quarterbacks, you find them where defenders jump the football pretty quickly and pretty easily because of the fact that they're late to go through their progressions. And you saw it just a couple weeks ago, like with Michael Penix. Sometimes he finds himself late going through his progressions. And I think it was just last week, he had that pick six because he was just late to it, unfortunately. So you see that with rookie quarterbacks at times. Let's see, Jason say, I would take Nussmeier from LSU. He's had a bad year, but still can be a legit NFL quarterback. I'm going to look more at him, man. For sure. I'll definitely check him out, man. I'm going to be looking at basically all the quarterbacks. But obviously there's going to be late round quarterbacks you got to take a look at too, because even if you don't pick somebody in the first, second, or third round, guys get taken, the Raiders don't read the board well, whatever it may be. You still might want to pull the trigger, and you got to get yourself a quarterback at some point. You got to get competition. Cam Miller, I don't think is enough competition in this quarterback room. Aiden O'Connell, I think, is good competition. You're still going to see just kind of what this kid can do. I think there's enough question marks to where I think he still can be a backup for us. But at the end of the day, you got Geno. And Geno's going to be on the squad next year. Probably going to be on the squad in 2027 because of his contract. You never know. It all depends on if Pete Carroll's still here. But if Geno is still here, we need somebody that is going to be on his heels to take that job if Geno has another 3 interception game or back-to-back interception games. We need someone to be on his heels to be able to take his job ASAP. And so, but that quarterback has to be good enough, competitive enough to be able to kind of make sure that Geno knows he's on that hot seat if he has a bad game. So I'm all for it. Definitely taking a hard look at quarterbacks early in the draft, but at a minimum, target one in the third or fourth round if you don't get one, because we definitely need some competition for Geno. So guys, agree with me, disagree, let me know. I see a couple of people ready to ride. I jumped on here about an hour, 45 minutes ago. Leo's going to pop in here in just a second. He texted me, said he just pulled up. I think I see the big guy right now. But I'm gonna pop out here in just a second, guys, man. But hold up, I'm gonna wrap off that parlay that I got in just 1 second. Just as a reminder, we got Hollywood in the building. Just pop up.
Hollywood. What up, big guy? Are you live right
what's
now?
up?
What up? What up? Hey, let's go, baby.
Then we got the lady too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, yeah, Leo just popped up. Give me a couple more rolling through in just a second. So I'm gonna get out of here.
Do they have a kiosk?
I don't know if they do, but But hey, you can take this with you because this stuff's on the bets on. About 13 minutes before kickoff, guys. I'm gonna wrap up these parlays real quick. Again, if one of these 2 parlays hits, 3-leg parlays, if one of them hits, we'll do a giveaway tonight in the Raider War Room. Here's the first one. An anytime touchdown, 3-leg parlay. Got Josh Jacobs, anytime touchdown. James Cook, Bijan Robinson. If those 3 guys score 1 touchdown in the game, parlay hits, will do a giveaway tonight. And then I got this one, another 3-leg parlay. Got Packers -7, Bucks Bills over 46, and I got the Panthers +4. Guys, let me know if you guys like them. Again, if one of these hit, we'll do a giveaway tonight on the channel, and at the same time, I'll post it on my channel if one of them hits, so you guys know that it did. Again, I got them here. They're ready to rock, have a good time. And if one of these hit, I'm buying around for the table without question. So, guys, I appreciate y'all. Hey, double tap that screen on your way out. I appreciate you guys tapping in. Remember, We're going to go live tonight as well in the Raider War Room with Severe. Shout out to our guy Chris, still on vacation, living his good life, man. Hit that sub button if you guys like. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, enjoy the games. I might go live tomorrow night. I think myself, if Leo doesn't go into the game, we're going to go and check out the game at the Raider, guys call it the Tailgater Tavern. We're going to hit that up, but if anybody's viewing this and you're going to be at the tailgate tomorrow, I might be there early at the tailgate, just going through all the big tailgates, having a good time. We'll be at the Tailgater Tavern tomorrow. If anything changes, I'll post it on YouTube and on my social media. But hit us up. Let us know. Tap in for sure. Enjoy the game today, guys. But tap in with us tonight, though. So appreciate y'all. Have a good one. We'll see you on the next one, guys. I'm out of here.